Hello, good morning. This is cybersecurity expert Reginald Andre, and we are live December the 5th, Monday morning. And we have some news to tell you about a respected website email hosting provider called Rackspace. Right now, this message is more for people out there listening because maybe you do have your emails down because you are using Rackspace, and wanted to kind of just give a public service announcement as far as what's going on, what do we know, and what you, the consumer, need to be doing now for your business so that you can get up. Because we have people here that are using Rackspace, and they've been down since Thursday, December the 1st. So imagine not having your email, your business not having emails since Thursday, December the 1st, and here we are 4 days later. So this is a big deal. So first, we want to talk about Rackspace. As you notice, I said respected. Rackspace has been around since 1999, and they are an email provider. Back then, you would want to host your emails maybe in your own server, like your actual office. But Rackspace also gave an alternative to say, hey, instead of having it at your office, we can host it for you. We can give you the support. We can make sure everything is updated. We'll give you great customer service. And it was just more of a more hands-on. Maybe you didn't want to have that responsibility to have an email server physically at your office or at some co-location site or whatever that case is. So that's why I said respected, because this is probably going to be the first time they've had a major incident like this. And as we know with cybersecurity, all it takes is that one time. You can be right for the last 24 years, but just takes that one time for something to happen where now all of a sudden it's a big issue. So back on Thursday, December 1st, Rackspace, just to give you an update of what happened in the history of this, Rackspace had users start to report that their emails were not working. So typically for that, you put it as an outage. However, the following day, Friday, December the 2nd, they became aware, and this is directly from Rackspace website, they became aware that there was an issue impacted their hosting exchange environment. And what they did was they powered down and disconnected the hosted exchange environment while they triaged to understand the extent and severity of the impact. So what this means is that Rackspace realized this is not an outage, this is some type of cyber attack. And this is where you want to have that incident response plan, because when you are in the face of a possible cyber attack, there's some, depending on your company and what the procedures are, you may just need to shut everything down or disconnect everything because you want to be sure that it doesn't spread. If someone's on your network, you don't, and maybe you realize that they're on the accounting's computers, but it hasn't spread to sales and marketing, etc. You want to now start to isolate this. You want to make sure that these things don't spread. So based on what Rackspace is saying, it seems this is exactly what has happened. So after further analyzing it, they determined that it is a security incident. So it wasn't an outage, but it is a security incident, which means that they probably got hacked or something like that. Now, there are some people saying that Rackspace, and this channel is not to talk technical, it is just to convert and to translate the technical into an everyday use. So what Rackspace is saying is that what people on forums are saying is that most likely what happened is Rackspace did not do the appropriate patches on their server. And there has been known to be a patch that's been out for a couple of months now. And they're saying that Rackspace did not patch that Exchange server, which is what's hosting your emails. And because of that, this is why they have this outage. So this is as of December 5th, 10:46 a.m. This is the up-to-date information. Unfortunately, Rackspace is not doing a good job communicating. A lot of times, again, as we talk about incident response, you want to have these type of what we call tabletop situations, tabletop environments where when something does happen, are you planned? Do you have a PR person in place to say this is what we should say? Do you have your attorneys in place to know what those procedures are? And more importantly, how are you communicating to your clients? Because right now you have clients that are frustrated. It's been 4 days. Their emails live on, their business lives on emails. And when you call support, you're on hold for 4 hours. you're not getting your response back fast, because Rackspace easily has more than 50,000 clients easily. And how many of these clients are now affected by this? So when you have no support, no email, no nothing, you're going to get frustrated, and the clients can't work. So now Rackspace is not really doing a good job in saying what should you do next. Now they did say, hey, we're going to help you migrate to 365. So what Rackspace is essentially doing is saying, look, we were managing your emails and you did everything through us. Look, just go directly to Microsoft. That's what Rackspace is saying right now, because they're so overwhelmed and they don't know if they're going to be able to fix this. I mean, imagine having now a customer for a whole week, almost a whole week down. Sometimes it's easier just to say, look, we just got to wash our hands from this, and we need you to go to the competitor, or we just need you to go to what honestly you probably should have done a long time ago, which is to go to Microsoft 365. So they're offering a free migration tool to Microsoft 365 for the emails. But let me tell you, that's not going to happen fast. That's not going to happen easy. You're talking about organizations, even if you're a small organization and you only have 10, 20, 30 employees with emails with Rackspace, this migration tool, first of all, people on Reddit and Twitter are already saying that it's not working properly. And again, you call Rackspace and you can't even get support. So this migration tool is not even working fast. And I can tell you personally, even if you were doing a 5-person, small 5-person office in good conditions to move over from one provider to Microsoft, you got to go into each user, you got to set up profiles, you got to set it up on the phone, you got to set up 2-factor authentication. These are things that a tool is not just going to be able to, voila, here we go. Yep, you were down for a couple of hours and now everything is working. This is not going to go well. So let me extend, if ARC Solvers, we are a cybersecurity and IT company. We work worldwide. So if you're here in the United States or Canada and you need help, we are here to help you. We're going to be putting our link in the calendar. We have engineers available to assist you if you are using Rackspace and you want to move over to 365. I'm going to tell you now, it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be an ugly transition, because the thing is, what the problem now is, you can't access your old emails on the server. So you may have a setting on your Outlook that says all of the emails for the last year are stored on your computer. But if your business has been in business for 10 years, what about the last 9 years of emails? That's on Rackspace server. So what the transition, if you're looking to do this yourself, the transition is that you have to now point what they call the records, the email records. Think of it as your home address. You basically have to tell the world, the internet gods, that if someone is emailing me, no longer go to Rackspace at this old address that I had, but now we want you to go to this new address. I've moved. So now you want to kind of forward your emails to the new home address. That takes a few hours, but it's possible, and it's that can go pretty fast. But again, the old thing is, you still have to hire a moving company to move all of your data from point A to point B, and you're talking a lot of furniture. I'm going to kind of just use that analogy with moving. You're talking about a lot of furniture, and the problem with that is the doors are locked. The doors are locked at your old house. So I maybe should have even started like that. The doors are locked at your old house. The moving company wants to help you move, but they can't get in. They have to wait until the things are fixed at the old house. So the same example, Rackspace has all of your data, but they shut down the servers. Therefore, you can't move the data. So all an IT professional like myself can do for you is to say, look, going forward, if someone mails you your mail, you're going to get it. But all of your old stuff, all your contacts, your calendars, and things like that, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a waiting game. And that's why this is going to be a little difficult. So let me also talk about, if you're watching this and you're like, man, thank God I don't have Rackspace. I'm with Microsoft. I'm with Google. Well, guess what? This can happen to you too. This can happen to me, because there is no guarantee that Microsoft can't go down like this. Now, that is going to be a catastrophic outage, because if Microsoft is down, I mean, that's what, more than 60% of the world that uses Microsoft, or at least here in the US. Now, there are services that you can consider where it's a failover, where if Microsoft goes down, if Rackspace goes down, what it will do is it's going to interpret, it's going to grab that mail that's trying to get to you, but because it's going down, it's going to relay it and now make sure that you still get in your inbox. So that is one thing that you should consider for your business, and this should be a lesson learned. And yes, there's a cost to that, but that's something that when your cybersecurity and IT professional has that tabletop and says, okay, look, if Microsoft stopped working and you were down, how long can you stay down? And if they say, hey, I don't know what you're talking about, I need my emails up all the time, or time is money, emails is money. If I lose my emails, I'm going to be losing money. Then you have to consider one of these third-party services that will take that email when your email hosting company is down and transfer it. This is what first time this has probably ever happened to Rackspace. So does it happen? No, but again, you want to be able to plan, and that's the purpose. Because maybe you say, you know what, I'm going to take my chances. I see the risk. I see that Rackspace has been in business since 1999, and this is the first time I've ever heard this happen. And to do a type of service that does relay costs Y, and I'm going to take the risk that if it happens, I'm okay with it. But at least you know, and at least now you can prepare and say, okay, if my emails go down, I have backup emails. I have, even if it's a Gmail, or I may have another domain that we use, or we have a way we can relay to our clients that our emails are down. However, send, contact us via telephones or whatever like that. So that's kind of the update that I wanted to kind of give you. Unfortunately, we don't know when Rackspace is coming back up. So again, if you need any help, or if you just need suggestions on what you should be doing, give us a call. I'm putting my calendar link for a 15-minute call, and let's just talk. Let's, one thing that I love about the community with IT is that we are, by nature, we are helpers, So even if it's something where you just need a little advice as far as like, hey, this is what I'm being told, give me a call, set up a calendar, and let's just talk about this and how we can help you get your business going. Okay. Thank you so much. And thank you for the likes and the loves. If you haven't already, please share and subscribe. If your office, if your business, if you're not necessarily the owner, but the business that you work for, the company that you work for is impacted by this, and you just happen to be doing a YouTube or a Google search and you found this video, please share it with them. I know you can't email it to them, but please share it with them. Find a way to share it to them and saying, hey, listen to what this guy is saying, because it's been 4 days now. We can't just continue to wait for Rackspace. Take care, everyone. And Reginald Andre with cybersecurity expert here in Miami, Florida.